I have been dying to make one of these quilt jacket things. That is what I would like to do in this video. However, we have a small problem, and that problem is that my sewing machine is broken. And I know what you're thinking, BB, all you've done is make curtains, and your sewing machine is already broken? And to you I say, yes. Yes. There are a couple things I can do that we are going to do in this video before we can get to our quilt. And here they are. First of all, we are going to try to rethread my machine completely and see if that works. Second option is to replace the needle and see if that works. The third option is to take the little panel off and clean the inside of my sewing machine. Honestly, if rethreading doesn't work, I think we should do 2 and 3, just because that seems like it's probably good to clean my machine. And this decision may have been our fatal flaw. Just from future editing, BB. I think we should have just stopped while we were ahead. I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. So yeah, before we can get to the jacket, we have to, as very beginner seamstresses, try to fix my machine. So let's get to it. So here's when I noticed my machine was breaking, because I was trying to hem this shirt and like, it was just like coming up empty, like just skipping tons and tons and tons and tons of stitches. Step 1 is rethreading the machine completely, which the nice thing about this is that for the project we want to make, actually we need white thread. So luckily for me, we can just take this black thread off and see if maybe the thread was the problem. I have no idea if like thread size matters with the machine. That probably matters. Anyways, I'm gonna unthread everything. So this process was kind of a disaster because the white thread was not the right size for the machine, so I decided to skip and go back to the black thread to fix the shirt that I wanted to hem originally and go straight to step 2, which is changing the needle. Apparently, you're supposed to change your needle like every project. So, you know, it's safe to say we should change it. Okay, so step 1 was to take off your presser foot, and I just hit this lever back here, and my presser foot just came off. Guys, I don't know how to put that back on. Okay, step 2 is to turn this, oh gosh, turn this towards me, maybe? Wow, really in-depth view of my sewing machine. All right, I've learned some new sorcery. Let's see if it works. It worked! Wow. All right, insert till it touches the needle stopper. I think this is backwards. Okay, it was backwards. And tighten the evil screw. Is that it? Okay, we replaced the needle. Now I'm going to rethread my machine normally with the black thread so that I can still try to hem this shirt. So I'm showing you the work here because at this point I thought it was fixed. It was not fixed. This did not solve the problem. Even though I think that was the problem and my machine could probably just go straight to hemming this shirt, I am gonna open the machine mostly because I'm curious and I would love to see if it's actually dirty down there. And because I said if I was gonna do 2, I should do 3. Okay, we got the screws off. Ah! Grand reveal time. Done. Remember this little tiny piece of equipment. Okay, so I looked it up and basically your bobbin holder comes out and then you're supposed to clean in here which I'm now understanding why. Okay, I cleaned my machine. She's back to being spotless. All that came out was these. In the video I watched, she had like little tiny brushes and like stuff to actually clean a sewing machine with, and I just had a paper towel. So I hope that's okay. So now that we've done step 1, 2, and 3, I thought maybe we could hem this shirt and then we can finally use that. Good morning. So I woke up day 2 all ready to hem that shirt, but my sewing machine still wasn't working. I'm a little bit out of my depth with how to fix this by myself. This little spring, from what I have read, it's supposed to go under this box so that it holds your bobbin holder, like gives it enough tension. But mine is stuck above, and I have tried to put it under, but when I put it under, the thread as it's coming through the machine gets caught on it. It just seems wrong. So I think I'm gonna call around to some professionals today and maybe take our friend into a professional to get it, you know, serviced and fixed. I'm afraid if I keep going and tinkering with it, I'm just gonna break my machine worse. I'm gonna call around and I'll keep you updated. So it turns out the piece of my machine is broken, the little metal piece with the bobbin that holds the tension right and makes things work, and that's why it was skipping stitches. But the problem is they don't make replacements for my machine. So it looks like we're buying a new sewing machine. Safety first. Even though it's a piece of trash. I left Joann's victorious with a Singer heavy-duty machine. Since you've recently, very recently, watched me open a machine, I'm not going to go into too much depth here. Second sewing machine in 2 months. Bada bing, bada boop. Ta-da! Trinkets! The machine came with all of the trinkets that you see on the screen, plus one of those little brushes to actually clean the inside of the machine if I ever want to do that again. Here I am threading this machine for the first time. It felt very similar to how I thread the last machine, and was pretty easy. I guess once you know how to thread a sewing machine, you can kind of thread them all, hopefully. Although even this process was not without its own many disasters. No! Alright everyone, Bartholomew here is threaded. I have named him because I have a theory that the last one broke on me because I never named her, so maybe this one won't run away from me. If you recall, at the beginning of this chaos, I was going to hem a shirt that I have wanted to crop for a while and have pins in, ready to hem. So we're gonna go back to that and see how Bartholomew does. This machine, just purely based on opening it and the instruction manual and what came in it, is a lot more high quality than the last one I got. This video is not sponsored. If it could be like anti-sponsored by Magic Fly, it would be. So I hemmed the bottom of this shirt using a double-edged hem that I had already pinned, and as you can tell from the faces I'm making in this clip, Bartholomew just worked a lot smoother than my last machine. Then I decided I wanted to hem the sleeves to match, so I took a measurement while wearing it, marked that on my shirt, tried to draw a straight line, and then tried to match that on the other side using the chalk that I had. Then I drew a straight line on that side, hopefully straight, and chopped it with plenty of seam allowance. Pressed my seams and then sewed. And here's the shirt. Woo! Thank you guys for watching through the chaos that was that video. If we learned anything in the chaos, it's that you should just buy a Singer first. The Singer machine has worked really well for me so far. It's way nicer than my first one, and it was definitely worth the extra money. I just didn't have time before I started sewing to actually research different types of machines. And if that is you, just learn from my mistakes. Anyways, I am really excited now that we have a machine that works and I bought the right kind of needle and the right kind of thread. We can finally get started on my quilt jacket. So I'm really excited about that, and I will see you guys next time we're feeling crafty. Bye.